Ghaelgagh, Ghaelgagh, Ghaelgagh.
Falch Herú gus Gullas Ghacan, Ghaelgagh, Manx forever. Welcome to Gullas Ghacan.
Manx Radio Weather with Manx Glass and Glazing.
Well, dry and bright today with sunny spells, moderate to fresh west or northwest winds, falling light this afternoon with highs of 14 degrees Celsius. Staying dry this evening and tonight, but turning cloudy with some coastal mist and fog developing as the light and variable wind settles to the south or southwest. Minimum temperatures around 5 degrees Celsius. Bia Cheramas Gyalla Shallan Grianak Jew as Gia Nia na Shia Hui. Vis ludica fasta Jew as temperela smooth care Celsius jeg. Bia force cherum fasta big Jew as nach och higga the ve bodulak lish kay as listen the mara ye. Houds vis and ye fes as chechliach chin there the hit vine jasna shia as. Being temperela slew nach mush queg Celsius and rate be a bodulak sa tajak merach lish kay as listen the mara as kay chew on spool. Och ní seo brishe begin a vegan ligge de Shallan Grianach chit brish sanasta. Ní an gia ní as na jas fes na mianach chin de begin a vegan the hit vine sha na sharas as being temperela smooth de Celsius yeg. Cloudy at first tomorrow with some coastal mist and fog, which will slowly lift and break to allow sunny spells to develop during the afternoon. The light to moderate south to southwest wind will gradually turn east or southeast with top temperatures of around 12 degrees centigrade. Dry and bright on Tuesday with sunny intervals, moderate to fresh east to southeasterly winds and top temperature around 13 or possibly 14 degrees Celsius. Bia Cheramas Ghaelgagh le Shallan Grianach as Gia Nya na Shas Mianach na Bio as temperela smooth 3 na care Celsius jeg fuddy. Eri na Grania she minute rosh shak merach as lai na Grania jai minute rosh hach Jew.
Manx Glass and Glazing can supply and install single, double and triple glazing. Call 674 573 or visit the showroom on the Snugborough Trading Estate. Gullas Ghacan, brought to you by the Gaelic Broadcasting Committee.
Easy come, easy go, that's just how you live. Oh, take it all, but you never give. Should've known you was trouble from the first kiss. Had your eyes wide open, why were they open? Gave you all I had and you tossed it in the trash. You tossed it in the trash, you did. Don't understand is I'd catch a grenade for ya. Throw my hand on a blade for ya. I jump in front of a train for ya. You know I'd do anything for ya. Oh, I would go through all this pain. Take a bullet straight through my brain. Yes, I would die. You won't do the same. No. Black and blue. Beat me till I'm numb. Tell the devil I said, hey, when you get back to where you're from. Bad woman, that's just what you are. Yeah, you'll smile in my face, then rip the brakes out my car. Gave you all I had and you tossed it in the trash. You tossed it in the trash, yes you did. To give me all your love is all I ever ask. 'Cause what you don't understand is I'd catch a grenade for ya. Throw my hand on a blade for ya. I jump in front of a train for ya. You know I'd do anything for ya. I would go through all but darling, I'd still catch a grenade for you. Throw my hand on the blade for you. I jump in front of a train for you. You know I'd do anything for you. Oh, I would walk through all this pain. Take a bullet straight through my brain. Yes, I would die for you, baby, but you won't do the same. No, you won't do the same. You wouldn't do the same. Oh, you never do the same. No, 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 no.
Ah, right, that was a fella called Bruno Mars, and the song was called Grenade. And yes, well, there we go. Good way to start the programme, I'm sure. Well, lots to fit in today's programme. I'm looking at the Onderen Kjol Tia Vannon, the Manx Folk Awards 2025. Sadly, I didn't get to the whole sessions because it ran over about, was it 4 days or maybe even more than that? March the 20th to March the 25th, so that's probably 6 days, I guess. Yes, because the 20th, yes, so 6 days. I only got to the Thursday, and the resuscitation classes, recitations and poems composed and various things. Marvellous stuff, and I've got some recordings which we'll hear shortly and learn a little bit of Manx along the way. But yes, what are you doing this afternoon then? Gosh, what will we do with all this wonderful sunshine that we're having, and Lezayre Grianacht on a fine sunny day that's in. And I was tempted. I mean, I got the first earlies in possibly a bit too early, but I was tempted. I was to dig a trench and plant my main crop. Possibly by the time we're talking in a week's time, the main crop spuds will be in. But it'll all depend on a range of things as to whether I've got the time to do it or not. But whatever you're doing this afternoon, or indeed if you're listening again, because actually we've got this as a podcast now, so there's no excuse these fellas saying, yeah, nice sunny afternoon, don't want to be stuck in, listen to the radio. Well, you can listen to it at your leisure, whenever it suits. Goll's Gaccan is being podcast and has been since the beginning of this month, actually. So, there we are. Well, whatever you're up to this afternoon, hopefully Kim Wilde will be a great addition to your day. And Kim Wilde is going to sing You Came.
As Manx's fish and chips in Peel, Manx Radio.
Someone I know is
sleep in the still of the night. You look so pretty when you dream. So many people just go through life holding back. They don't say what they mean, but it's easy for you. Since you came, no one could love you more because you came into my life around. No one could take your place. You came, you changed the way I feel. No one could love you more because you came into my life around. No one could take your place. You
Alvanati halahigo ayu and tajahuru natural as pan ohirika shiga humo ayu malalo onya magai blata higo nama farjahuru sanger na will fight very case landish malalo tamareka boya higo gramita nyama na huru små fraliga marhuna tray e gahan tije malalo oh chucky mahra higo anusfan kladia huru is yo shemishu weredi is me ye gahan talilo e hockey da hra higo anusfan kladia huru na chucky mahin e kwani one light excuse na kasi malalo Pagkakumahigo Ekin shirehia horo Islam nu ala obadiga Ekin narehe malilo Speilan nu akumahigo Ekin shirehia horo Speilan nu ala obadiga Ekin narehe malilo Magahigo, Arahasuta Horo, baby, he go over the car. It's funny, Glanye Polilo. Tormo Vanata Higo, and Certain Wahara Horo, it's fun, I tell a bohadiga, a Garmo Wanye Polilo. she all more you want love.
Lucky beggar downland, only into time. Lucky beggar downland, as play the mine. Get the forward and take all the yellow grass. I should know, even this is I should stand. Lucky beggar downland, from the gate to time. Lucky beggar downland, as play the mine. And get the forward and take all the yellow flag. Congratulations, lucky relations, I should stand. Hooray! There we go. So, the piece of music that you heard before that was Ben O'Day Hall, and that means in Irish the yonder woman. And I think because the Alton I know sung this, but there's also a band called Huirton, and I think this might be from them. This one. But it was basically a piece of music that, oh gosh, what's the fella's name? Young Williams, Owen Williams shared with me. We were doing the Manx programme on a Friday, Ceola's Coosh, because Daniel Quayle was away touring it in various parts of the world, so we were stepping in for him while he was away. And this was a piece of music that he shared with me, and very good it was too, I think. And then we heard Lucky Beggar Downland, and that is a cue for us. Now the children didn't sing Lucky Beggar Downland for us in the competition. Sorry, I need to put my brain in gear. The Ondran Ceol Tia Vannon. Ondran is the word for prizes or awards. Ceol Tia is folk music, and Vannon is of the Isle of Man. So Ondran Ceol Tia Vannon, Manx Folk Awards 2025. And I was judging in St John's Church, and I'm trying to remember which class it was now, and I might find it. That doesn't look like it either. Anyway, one of these classes I was judging, and they were indeed reading out Lucky Beggar Downland, and just so that you can pick up a little bit of Manx, we've got various versions of this. So let's listen first of all to Gracie, and then hopefully I'll be able to work out which schools they were from. Oh yes, this is it. Gracie is from Braddon, so let's have a listen to Gracie.
Lucky beggar downland, going the gear to tie. Lucky beggar downland, a sky to mine. To get more fracted, to gold the uni crack. Ration nish, Milky, nish, as ration staff.
And that was Gracie, not Grace, Gracie. And the words here are Lucky Beggar Downland. And it means something quite different to what you might imagine if you were an English speaker and didn't know any Manx. So lucky in Manx is mice. Lucky beggar is little mice. So Lucky Beggar Downland, little mice dancing, Goll magit the tie going around the house. Lucky Beggar Downland, as clay the mai. So little mice dancing, as clay the mai, and playing well. But then here comes the catch. Tan ket mua forachtan, te goll a yeno krach. So tan ket mua, the big cat, Tan ket moor is, the big cat is forachtan, waiting. Tan ket moor forachtan, the big cat is waiting. Te Goll crach, he's going to do destruction. Raishu nish malachi, rai nish is raishu stiach. So raishu means run you. Raishu nish, run you now, malachi, my mice. Run you now, my mice. Rai nish, run now, as raishu stiach, and run you in. So in, presumably, to the mouse hole rather than the cat's mouth. So that's how the rhyme goes. Let's have a listen now. This time it's from Ivy, and Ivy is from Arbory School.
Lucky beggar downland, Goll na Ghaelgagh to tie. Lucky beggar downland, as cloy demine. Tin ket moor furrickton, to Goll de yinu crach. Roishu nish malucky, roi nish as roishu stiach.
So yes, so that was Ivy there from Arbory School. And these are all in what is described as Key Stage 2, years 5 and 6. And in old money, that's 10, is it 9 and 10-year-olds, or 10 and 11, 9 to 11s maybe. I think it's 9 to 11s, or possibly 10 to 11-year-olds. And I think they're doing exceptionally well. The Bunscoill Ghaelgagh had their own separate classes because, of course, they learned through the Manx language. So it's a bit, it would be a bit unfair, I guess, to have schools where students learn primarily through English, competing against children who learn through Manx. But that said, there was very, very high quality in all these classes, and the children from the non-Manx speaking schools were pretty bloomin' good, to be honest. As I said when I was adjudicating, I could understand everything that they were saying through the Manx language, and it was very good. So a last little run through then. This is going to be Ivy, but just before we hear from Ivy, Lucky beggar downland, little mice dancing, Goll na Ghaelgagh to tie, going about the house. Lucky beggar downland, little mice dancing, as clay the mai, and playing well. Tan ket moor forachtan, the big cat is waiting. Te Goll crach, he's going to do destruction or devastation. Raishu nish malachi, run now, my mice. Rai nish as raishu stiach. Run now and run you in to the mouse hole, I hope, not the cat's mouth.
Lucky beggar downland, Goll na Ghaelgagh to tie. Lucky beggar downland, as cloy to mai. Tin ket moor furrickton, to Goll de yinu crach. Roishu nish malucky, roi nish as roishu stiach.
And there we are. That was Flo finishing off that section. And we've got a couple more bits from the Folk Awards that we'll hear in the second hour of the programme. But well done to all the pupils who turned out, and particularly as well to all the children, the adults, the teachers, the supporters, everyone involved, and particularly as well to Chloe and Joe. Chloe from Culture Van and Joe from the Department of Education, who made it all happen. And it really is a fantastic thing. If ever you get the chance, probably it is a bit late this year, but future years, well worth going along. Anyway, time for a bit more on the music.
Station and nation
Gala's Gaccan, brought to you by the Gaelic Broadcasting Committee.
And the women tuck their hair like they're trying to prove it won't fall out. And all the men are gargoyles dip long in Irish stout. The whole place is picked pickled. The people are pickles for sure. And no one knows that they've done more here than they ever would do in a jar. This could be Rotterdam or anywhere, Liverpool or Rome, 'cause Rotterdam is anywhere, anywhere alone, anywhere alone. Everyone is blonde and everyone is beautiful. And when blonde and beautiful are multiple, they become so dull and dutiful. And when faced with dull and dutiful, they fire red warning flares, battle cocky personality with red underwear. This could Rotterdam or anywhere, Liverpool or Rome, 'cause Rotterdam is anywhere, anywhere alone, anywhere alone. The whole place is pickled. The people are pickles for sure. And no one knows that they've done more here than they ever would do in a jar. This could be Rotterdam or anywhere, Liverpool or Rome, 'cause Rotterdam is anywhere, anywhere alone. This could be Rotterdam or anywhere, Liverpool or Rome, 'cause Rotterdam is anywhere, anywhere alone. Anywhere alone, anywhere alone, anywhere alone, anywhere alone, alone, alone. Ooh, this could be Rotterdam or anywhere.
As Manx as tailless cats, Manx Radio.
The nation station, Manx Radio.
Special national radio Valiant.
And a bit late with the weather forecast. And of course, that's our cue for the Manx track, which is coming up shortly. But a little bit from the weather then. Dry and bright today, sunny spells. That'll be pretty much the ticket for the next 2 or 3 days, to be honest. A little bit of cloud coming in tonight and a bit of mist around, but thereafter it's looking pretty bright for the next couple of days. Be a Chirmas Ghaelgagh le Shell and Grianach Jew as Gia Nia Nishia Hui vis Ludica Fasta Jew. Fos Chirm Fasta Beg Jew as Nach. Bodgelach sa Tajach Merach as Esht be a Grianach Sanasta as be a Chirmas Ghaelgagh Mert. So let's have a listen to our Manx track, and the first of our Manx tracks today is from Clash Vua, and this is Sliamse.
Galas Gaccan, brought to you by the Gaelic Broadcasting Committee.
Clash Fua there with Sliamsa. And you would have heard the words, Kiradushin Giri, what do we want? And then the reply was, Tulya, more. Kiradushin Giri, when are we wanting it? Nish. Kiradushin Giri, Tulya. Kiradushin Giri, Nish. What are we wanting? More. When are we wanting it? Now. And great little song that from Clash Fua. And next we have some music for you, Mr. Rock and Roll by Amy MacDonald.
So-called Mr. Rock and Roll is dancing on his own again, talking on his phone again to someone who tells him that his balance is low. He's got nowhere to go, he's on his own again. Rock chick of the century is acting like she used to be, dancing like there's no one there. Before she ever seemed to care, now she wouldn't dare. It's so rock and roll to be alone. And they'll meet one day far away and say, I wish I was something more. And they'll meet one day far away and say, I wish I knew you, I wish I knew you before. Mrs. Black and White, she's never seen a shade of grey, always something on her mind, every single day, but now she's lost her way, and where does she go from here? Mr. Multicultural sees all that one could see, he's living proof of someone very different to me, but now he wants to be free so he can see. And they'll meet one day far away and say, I wish I was something more. And they'll meet one day far away and say, I wish I knew you, I wish I knew you before. Before.
Laura, can't you give me some time? I got to give myself one more chance to be the man that I know I am. To be the man that I know I am. Won't you just tell Cincinnati I'm gonna need your love? Don't you give me your love? Don't you give me your Simone, Simone? Where is your love? Don't you give me your love? Don't you give me your
my own.
And there was the Scissor Sisters with Laura. So, April the 1st coming up, and according to Cyril Ingram Payton in his book, The Manx Calendar Customs, he says, I know not whether the rites celebrated on this day are really native or if they have been introduced from the adjacent islands of Great Britain and Ireland. But the making of April Fools is a well-established industry in man. I've heard that the hundreds of people who, according to Moors folklore, left Ramsey in a vain attempt to see a reported taru ostia, or water bull, in a field at Ballua, realised too late that the date was represented by the formula 1459, and I guess that would have been 1859 rather than 1959. Yes, a taru ostia water bull was a terrifying beast-like bull, except that it had very short ears. It came out of the water at you, but does not seem to have been very dangerous, though terrifying. I knew a man who saw one once when he was a boy. It came out of the Len Trench, and after he had fled across a couple of fields, it turned into a woman. I fear, however, that my friend had a sense of humour, though he probably got a fright at the time and really believed it to be a taru ostia. So there we are. That's from Cyril Ingram Payton. A little bit more music coming up now. What have we got here? Gosh, what's this? The Ting Tings. That's a new one on me. So we'll listen to them, and then we'll listen to Aerosmith with I Don't Want to Miss a Thing. And you wouldn't want to miss a thing, particularly in the second hour when we get back to the Manx Folk Awards. Well worth a listen, but let's hear the music.
Now I dodged every
Ghaelgagh's Gaccan, brought to you by the Gaelic Broadcasting Committee.
I could stay awake just to hear you breathing. Watch you smile while you are sleeping, while you're far away and dreaming. I could spend my life in this sweet surrender. I could stay lost in this moment forever. Every moment spent with you is a moment I treasure. Don't wanna close my eyes, I don't wanna fall asleep, 'cause I miss you, baby, and I don't wanna miss a thing. 'Cause even when I dream of you, the sweetest dream would never do. I'd still miss you, baby, and I don't wanna miss a thing. Lying close to you, feeling your heart beating, and I'm wondering what you're dreaming, wondering if it's me you're seeing. Then I kiss your eyes and thank God we're together. And I just wanna stay with you in this moment forever, forever and ever. I don't wanna close my eyes, I don't wanna fall asleep, 'cause I miss you, baby, and I don't wanna miss a thing. 'Cause even when I dream of you, the sweetest dream will never do. I still miss you, baby, and I don't wanna miss a thing. I don't wanna miss one smile, I don't wanna miss one kiss. I just wanna be with you, right here with you, just like this. I just wanna hold you close, I feel your heart so close to mine, and just stay here in this moment for all the rest of time. Don't wanna close my eyes, don't wanna fall asleep, 'cause I miss you, baby, and I don't wanna miss a thing. 'Cause even when I dream of you, the sweetest dream would never do. I still miss you, baby, and I don't wanna miss a thing. I don't wanna close my eyes, I don't wanna fall asleep, 'cause I miss you, baby, and I don't wanna miss a thing. 'Cause even when I dream of you, the sweetest dream will never do. I still miss you, baby, and I don't wanna miss a thing. Don't wanna close my eyes, I don't wanna fall asleep, yeah. I don't wanna miss a thing.
Well, that's the first hour almost done and dusted. I hope you enjoyed the Folk Awards that we heard earlier in the programme. Lots more on the Folk Awards coming up. But DAB, Linja, Grain Glick as Radio FM by Dúlis os Elian Vannon, Shaw Radio Vannon. This is Manx Radio. You're listening to Ghaelgagh Ghaelgagh.
Manx Radio Weather with Manx Glass and Glazing.
Well, be chirum as gial lesh shalan grianach Jew as gia nia na shia hui was ludica faster Jew as temporela smooth care Celsius jeg. Be force chirum faster beg Jew. As noch, och higge the ve bodgelach lesh kei as listen the mara elje. Houds wissen hier fers as kerkliach chinde the hit fine jas na sheeras. Being temporarily slew nach mush quigs Celsius. So dry and bright today with sunny spells, moderate to fresh west or northwest winds falling light this evening and this afternoon I should say, with highs of 14 degrees centigrade. Staying dry this evening and tonight but turning cloudy with some coastal mist and fog developing as the light and variable wind settles to the south or southwest. Minimum temperature around 5 degrees Celsius. The outlook, cloudy at first tomorrow with some coastal mist and fog, which will slowly lift and break to allow sunny spells to develop during the afternoon. The light to moderate south to southwest wind will gradually turn east or southeast with top temperature around 12 degrees. Dry and bright on Tuesday with sunny intervals, moderate to fresh east to southeasterly winds and top temperatures around 13 or possibly 14 degrees Celsius. Be a bodgelach sa tajak merach lesh KS listen the mara as K2 ons boel och ni sho brisha begin a vegan ligge den de shallen greenach chitrish sanasta ni en gia ni ast na jas fest na meenach chin de begin a vegan the hit vai and sha na sha as being temporarily smooth there Celsius yeg be a cherum as gialja mert le shell and greenach as gia nya na sha as meenach na bio as temporarily smooth tree na care Celsius jeg for the irina grenia shaman a droshak merach line a grenia jaiman a drosh hach Jew.
If you have failed glazing units, speak to the team at Manx Glass and Glazing. Call 674 573. Gallagher's Gaccan, brought to you by the Gaelic Broadcasting Committee.
Fat Boy Slim now, right here, right now. Yes, right here, right now by Fat Boy Slim. And I've been feeling a bit of a fat boy myself lately. I must go on a diet, I think, in time for the Easter eggs. Well, let's have a listen to this fella.
As Manx's Cushion on Tinwald Day, Manx Radio.
And I'm sure I heard them saying it like that.
And that's nonsense. Never heard it like that at all.
Well, this'll have to be one of those for Kane's place name campaign, don't you think?
Well, first of all, as Manx's Bollen Bairn on Tinwald Day, I'm not sure many people will be going around wearing cushion at all. But anyway, that's another matter. Right, well, we heard in the news that Viv Quain is standing down as a Lezayre commissioner. So I thought, let's have a look at Lezayre. And, well, as ever, it's a large parish, so there's some absolutely fantastic place names in there. But there's a bit of a story in here. So if we look, first of all, there's a place, where is it now? I've lost it now, typical. Orst, the Treen Orst. And this probably comes from the Scandinavian Otter's Farm, Otter's Stad. One of the quarterlands of this treen still bears the Gaelic name Ballacottia. And Ballacottia first seems to appear in the manorial roll, and Gibbon Macotta was there. And anyway, what J.J. Neen tells us is the following, which is why I found this quite interesting. Macotta, or Cottia's farm, this is Ballacottia. In the Chronicle of Man, under the date 1098, we read, the same year a battle was fought between the Manx at Santwat, and they from the north obtained the victory. In this engagement were slain Earls Otter and MacManus, possibly MacManus, the chiefs of both parties. It is possible that this Otter gave his name to the Treen of Orst, and that Gibbon Macotta, or Gibbon Cottia, as he became, because we dropped the part of the Mac, so you end up with Cottia, and that became Cottia, or Cottia, if you want to be really posh, and mispronouncing it. So Macotta was his direct descendant. Fascinating, I think, anyway, that a battle that took place over 1,000, was it over 1,000? No, it's not quite over 1,000 years ago, nearly 1,000 years ago. Anyway, that this place names now are still very much part of all of that. So, yeah, interesting, I thought. Anyway, then we've got several others. There's lots of Ballas. Ballakillingen, that's an interesting one. So, Ballakillingen, probably Ballakillfingen. So, Fingen's church, the farm or the place of Fingen's church. The saint's dedication date was 12th of December, in the old style calendar, 23rd in the new style calendar. He was an abbot of Clonard in Meath. There were about 15 Irish saints named Finian or Fingen, and it would have been difficult to say which of them had been venerated in man, but for a combination of circumstances which conclusively proves that our Manx Finian was the famous Bishop of Clonard. Our first evidence is contained in an old Manx phrase in which his name and date of dedication are happily preserved. Fej mua morna son eel Fingen. A big sod of turf for Fingen's feast eve. Latterly, St. Thomas's Day had been submitted for St. Fingen's, hence the slight discrepancy in dates, the former being December the 21st and the latter December the 23rd. There was a fair formerly held at Ramsey on St. Thomas's Day, which was discontinued after 1834, and we may reasonably conjecture that this fair was anciently held at Keelingen. So Ballakillingen, after all that, means the farm of the Church of Fingen. So yes, some interesting ones for us on the Cairns place names this week. All thanks to Viv Quain stepping down after many years' service to Lezayre Parish Commissioners. So next we have Franz Ferdinand, and then we'll have some adverts, and then we'll have a fellow called Hector Braga, and he's a Catalan singer. I just love this fellow's singing. So bear with me, honest. Yes, let's have a listen now. First of all, Franz Ferdinand with Bar Lonely.
To look out, it's uncertain, but the curtain won't draw itself. Where can you go when no one knows your name? No one's glad that you came. Far lonely, it's so close. It's on the corner of the Golden Guy. You know the owner and he knows which shot is the usual for you. The memories he will remove from you. He'll be taking everything you can lose by the end of the night. Of the night. Of the She has to be out. She has to be out until the end. Has to stay out. She's uncertain, but the curtain might draw itself. Where can she go when no one knows your name? No one's glad that you came. Far lonely and so close. It's on the corner of the Golden Guy. You know the owner and he knows which shot is the usual for you. The memories he will remove from you. He'll be taking everything you can lose by the end of the night. By the end of the night. By the end of the night. There'll never be an end to the night. Of the night. Of the It's hard to come home. It's hard to come home when it's so dark. Hard to come home. It's uncertain, but the curtain fell when you were away.
Gallagher's Gaccan, brought to you by the Gaelic Broadcasting Committee.
Cuando oigo tocar la gaita y oigo sonar el puntero, acuérdome de aquellos tiempos de cuando yo era pequeño, que llegaba mi papá a casa, desencolingaba la gaeta, ponía el fuelle aquí, el puntero así, soplaba y sonaba así. Soy de Langreo, mira que soy langreano, mira que soy Soy de Langreo y de noche voy me de ronda y de día voy pa'l trabajo. Al pasar por el puente la gorra me cayó, ay de la mi gorrina toda se me muyó. Toda se me muyó, donde la ensugaré, si la tiendo en un barco se me puede romper. Si la tiendo en la arena se me puede manchar, ay de la mi gorrina que muy adinata. Si la tiendo en la lumbre se me puede quemar y si la tiendo al aire se me puede escapar. Se me puede escapar donde la ensugaré, ay de la mi gorrina no sé lo que hacer. La gaita no la vendo, no la puedo vender y el único consuelo que tiene la mi mujer
I hope you enjoyed that as much as I do. I was lucky enough, probably 15 years ago, maybe it is 15 years ago, hopefully not quite that long ago, but certainly 10 years ago anyway, I was lucky enough to go to a concert actually at the Inter-Celtic festival in Lorient in Brittany, a concert by that fella Hector Braga. And I think he was either from Galicia or Asturias, and I can't remember now which one, but basically the northern parts of Spain there. And yeah, I love it. He's got, was he playing the hurdy-gurdy on that one? I think he was. But he's also plays the pipes, and yes, a very, very talented chap he was too. Well, we were hearing in the first hour of the programme from the Manx Folk Awards, and I didn't want to let you down, so here's a little bit more, and we're going to hear about being Erigaltus.
Erigaltus, honnick me bua, kirid vi gra, moo moo. Erigaltus, honnick me cavel, kirid ve gra, nay nay. Erigaltus, honnick me kirid, kirid vad gra, ba ba. Erigaltus, honnick me tunig, kirid vi gra, quack quack. Erigaltus, honnick me bua, kirid vi gra, moo moo. Erigaltus, honnick me cavel, kirid ve gra, nay nay. Erigaltus, honnick me kitty, kirid vad gra, ba ba. Erigaltus, honnick me tunig, kirid vi gra, quack quack.
There we go, and that was a selection. The first one was a child from the Bunscoill Ghaelgagh, and the second was either from Anagh or Arbory primary schools. And the first were, I think they were year 1 or 2 from the Bunscoill Ghaelgagh, and the second was from year 3 and 4 in Key Stage 2 from either Anagh or Arbory. And apologies, I only thought afterwards that I should have written the names down as to who was performing which. Well, Ghaelgagh means on the farm. So Ghaelgagh honnock me bua. On the farm I saw a cow. Kirrad vi grey. What was she saying? Moo, moo. And then Ghaelgagh honnock me camel. On the farm I saw a horse. Kirrad ve grey. Nay, nay. What was he saying? Nay, nay. Ghaelgagh honnock me kirry. On the farm I saw sheep. Kirrad vad grey. What were they saying? Meh, meh. Ghaelgagh honnock me tonnig. On the farm I saw a duck. Kirrad vi grey. Quack, quack. So on the farm I saw a duck. What was she saying? Quack, quack. And there's a nice little tune to this, and maybe I'll play that to you some other time. But this was just recitation rather than singing. But very good it was too. So let's have a listen again now. I think this might be the combined Bunscoill, and it goes a little bit astray towards the end, followed by either a pupil from Anagh or Arbory, and apologies, I can't remember now which way round they were.
Next we've got Emily.
Ghaelgagh, honnock me bua. Kirrad vi grey. Moo, moo. Ghaelgagh, honnock me cabal. Kirrad vi grey. Nay, nay. Ghaelgagh, honnock me kirry. Kirrad vi grey. Ba, ba. Ghaelgagh, honnock me tonnig. Kirrad vi grey. Wet, wet.
There we go. And thanks to Chloe mentioning who it was actually a pupil from Arbory Primary School, I can confirm. But they were brilliant. All the kids were fantastic. And as I say, you were comparing there the ones from the Bunscoill, who obviously speak Manx pretty much on a daily basis at school, and the children who just learn a bit of Manx at school, and they did very, very well. I still think, though, the Bunscoill need to learn what noises the farm animals actually make. I've never heard a cow go moo moo before, but I have heard one go moo moo. Well, maybe not. Anyway, yes, so brilliant stuff. The Manx Folk Awards were excellent, and we've got another tiny little bit left of that later in the programme. But now we're going to hear from Ash, who's shining a light.
Home of the halfway horse trams and Flume Free Friday. Manx Radio.
Yeah, you light up my life.
Nation Station, Manx Radio. Station and Nation Radio Fannin.
And that's our cue for a Manx track and the weather. So we'll start with the weather. Dry and bright today with sunny spells. Be a chirmas gial le shalan Ghaelgagh dew. And then be a fós chirim faster beg dew as Anagh. Staying dry this evening and tonight. Be a bargelach sa tajach merach lesh keyes listen the mara. It'll be cloudy at first tomorrow with mist and fog, coastal mist and fog, which will slowly lift and break to allow sunny spells to develop during the afternoon. So this, where are we? I've lost my place now. That's the trouble, you see, trying to be clever. Och ní seo brisha begana vegan liga de shalan Ghaelgagh chitrish sanasta. And the final one then, be a chirimus Ghaelgagh. It'll be dry and bright on Tuesday. So the piece of music I've picked for you is Slinky Schoosl by McTullach Vannon.
Guller's Gaccan, brought to you by the Gaelic Broadcasting Committee.
When it's not always raining, there'll be days like this. When there's no one complaining, there'll be days like this. Everything falls into place like the flick of a switch. Well, my mama told me there'll be days like this. When you don't need to worry, there'll be days like this. When no one's in a hurry, there'll be days like this. When you don't get betrayed by that old Judas kiss. Oh, my mama told me there'll be days like this. When you don't need an answer, there'll be days like this. When you don't need a chance, there'll be days like this. When all the parts of the puzzle start to look like they fit, then I must remember there'll be days like this. Well, everyone is up front and they're not playing tricks. When you don't have no freeloaders out there get their kicks. Well, that's nobody's business, the way that you want to live. I'll just have to remember there'll be days like this. When no one steps on my dreams, there'll be days like this. When people understand what I mean, there'll be days like this. When you ring out the changes of how everything is. Well, my mama told me there'll be days like this. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, my mama told me there'll be days like this. Oh, my mama told me there'll be days like this. Oh, my mama told me there'll be days like this. Oh, my mama told me there'll be days like this.
Ah, there we are. Days Like This by Van Morrison. Well, what have we got next? We've got the last bit from the Manx Folk Awards, which were very exceptionally well organised by Chloe Woolley from Culture Vannon and Joe Collister from the Department of Education. And this is the last recording that I took. And again, I'm not sure now which class it was. It was either the reception Bunscoill Ghaelgagh Manx Gaelic reading class or years 1 and 2 other Manx Gaelic reading, and years, what class was that? That's class 93. So if I just have a quick flick through here, no, I can't see it. 95. Oh, 93. There we are. So it would have been Arbory School if it was class 93, or the Bunscoill Ghaelgagh if it's class 91. So apologies in advance to whoever it was. But basically the rhyme goes: Tan muchawan beg na cadla the cune, na cadla the cune, na cadla the cune, tan muchawan beg na cadla the cune, cock-a-doodle-doo as a celiach rai. So tan muchawan beg, muchawan is the word for a bear. So tan muchawan beg, the little bear, beg of course is little, muchawan beg, little bear, tan muchawan beg, the little bear is, na cadla the cune, sleeping calmly or quietly, I suppose. Na cadla the cune, sleeping quietly, na cadla the cune, sleeping quietly. Tan muchawan beg, na cadla the cune, the little bear is sleeping quietly. Cock-a-doodle-doo, said the red rooster. Cock-a-doodle-doo as a celiach rai. So let's have a listen to either a Bunscoill Ghaelgagh pupil or an Arbory primary school pupil. But they were all brilliant, I have to say.
Look how in there, the hard little cube, the hard little cube, the hard little cube. Carol, Carol, Meg, the hard little cube.
And I'm guessing, actually, that was the Bunscoill Ghaelgagh. I'm almost certain that was the Bunscoill Ghaelgagh. Sounded more like reception children anyway. Wonderful, wonderful stuff. It was a real privilege to be asked to judge, and I was delighted to have that opportunity. Anyway, what have we got next? We've got... a little bit of time. That's what we've got next. So just bear with me for a minute. Let's have a listen to the Mochau Beg one last time, and I'm pretty sure this was the collective Bunscoill Ghaelgagh pupils.
Look how in there, the hard little cube, the hard little cube, the hard little cube. Carol, Carol, Meg, the hard little cube.
Yes, the Bunscoill Ghaelgagh there with Mochau Beg from the Manx Folk Awards, and they were brilliant. As I say, it was a real privilege to be there, and I didn't get to any of the music and the dance classes and all the other things that were being held, but I'm sure they were very, very good. Anyway, we've got a couple of pieces of music to play us out to the end of the programme. The Pet Shop Boys with West End Girls, and then Annie Lennox, No More I Love Yous.
Guller's Gaccan, brought to you by the Gaelic Broadcasting Committee.
Sometimes you're better off dead. There's a gun in your hand that's pointing at your head. You think you're mad, too unstable, kicking in chairs and knocking down tables in a restaurant in a West End town. Call the police, there's a madman around, running down underground to a dive bar in a West End town. In a West End town, a dead end world, with the East End boys and West End girls. In a West End town, a dead end world, with the East End boys and West End girls. West End girls. Too many shadows, whispering voices, faces on posters, too many choices. If, when, why, what, how much have you got? Have you got it? Do you get it? If so, how
unity in every nation, from Lake Geneva to the Finland State.